In a quiet little town wrapped in gray clouds, laughter had long disappeared. The wind whispered softly through empty streets, and even the birds had forgotten how to sing. At the edge of the town lived an old gardener named Mr. Moss. His garden, once famous for bright tulips and dancing sunflowers, now looked as dull as the sky above it. Every morning he watered the same lifeless plants, muttering, "What's the point? Nothing grows anymore." One chilly morning, while rummaging through his old shed, Mr. Moss found something strange, a small golden packet covered in dust. The label read, "Seeds of laughter, plant with joy." He squinted, frowned, and let out a grumble. Laughter? Ah, what nonsense. Still, curiosity won. He took the seeds outside, dug small holes in the cold, dry soil, and gently planted them. He gave them water, sunshine, and a sigh. Then, like every other day, he waited, and nothing happened. For 3 days he checked the garden. Nothing. Not even a hint of green. "Figures," he mumbled, "even magic's given up on me." But on the 4th day something unexpected happened. Mr. Moss was trimming his hedges when he heard giggles. Across the fence, a few children were playing with bubbles, chasing them through the air and laughing so hard they could barely breathe. One bubble floated over the fence and landed right above the soil where the strange seeds were buried. The moment it popped, PFF. A soft green sprout shot out of the dirt. Seedling. Mr. Moss froze. Did I just see that? He leaned closer. Another laugh echoed from the children, and another sprout appeared. Then another. The more they laughed, the faster the seeds grew, twirling and shimmering as tiny buds opened into glowing, smiling flowers. Each blossom had a face, round, friendly, and full of joy, and when the wind blew they didn't rustle, they giggled. The air filled with the sound of laughter like a gentle chorus. The gray clouds above began to part, letting sunlight pour into the garden for the first time in years. Mr. Moss stood speechless, his watering can trembling in his hands. The corners of his mouth twitched. He hadn't smiled in years, but something inside him cracked open. He chuckled. Then he laughed, a deep, warm, unstoppable laugh that echoed through his empty yard. At once, the entire garden exploded into color. Cherry blossom. Roses spun in spirals of red and gold, daisies bounced in rhythm, and vines of laughter spread over the fence into the neighboring yards. The children clapped and laughed even harder, watching as the joy grew like wildfire. By evening, the whole town was glowing with life again. Flowers bloomed in windows, laughter echoed through streets, and gray walls were now painted with vines of bright color. People began visiting Mr. Moss's garden every day, not just to see the magical flowers, but to laugh with them. He built benches, placed swings, and hung lanterns that shimmered at night. The town that once forgot how to smile had turned into a garden of joy. And at the center of it all, Mr. Moss sat under a blooming arch, a small golden seed in his palm and a soft smile on his face. He whispered to himself, "Turns out, laughter really does make things grow." As the sun set, the flowers gently giggled in the breeze, their petals glowing softly under the golden light. The last thing the wind carried through the town that night was not silence, but a sound it had missed for far too long. The beautiful, endless sound of laughter. Rainbow. Moral. Sunflower happiness helps everything grow. When we share laughter, the world around us blooms too.